Okay, this should hopefully bring up a ping. Let's just see. I'm just hoping this works. Um, 1 second. If the stream ping popped up. There we go, okay, right. Hello everyone, and welcome to ARL. And yeah, it's very weird now because this is the first race we're ever going to do, and it's only a week until the season starts as well. So as you can see, you can maybe tell by the wheel over there, we are around Japan for this pre-season race. And if you don't know how any of it works, it is a short qualifying and a 50% race. I think you can see as well by the teams, we are in F1 World Cars. I think for now there's just this sort of glitch where, I know there's just a little glitch where basically all the teams are just a bit random at the moment. They're just all with different lengths and tyres and whatever. I don't know. But yeah, we'll just have to see if it hopefully gets patched before the season starts. I think there was someone else that's just joined there. I don't know if I'm able to do anything about it. 1 second. I might just DM this guy. I think he's on my friends list, so just going to check there. 1 second. Okay, right then, so let's see who is on a lap at the moment. We're going to set it to the best lap so far, hit the telemetry on, get the lap data and all the track map. Let's go to full, and from what I'm seeing there, it's a blue car of, I think that's overdue bread. Yes, it is. I mean, he's already invalidated his out lap, but that's completely fine. So, yeah, we can see there's like a golf livery there actually, so do quite like that. And I think you can tell here there's a bit of yeah, there's a bit of glitching with the revs. You might be able to hear it as soon as it's got on the first exit here. But here we go. This is going to be the first lap in ARL, and I'm going to try and watch it. Yeah. Oh no, never mind. He goes into the pits. So okay, it'll be them watching. It looks like a black car. I think that is coming up to the final corner. Here we go. The ad one. So let's hope he does not go into the pits as well. And let's see. Yeah, you can tell the revs are a bit different there. Oh, someone's got a 5 days penalty for colliding with someone else. I'm not too sure what's happened there. I don't think they've got any damage, but let's just watch on here the ad one. He's not going to lift going into turn 1, which is good. Oh, Jimmy Jangle's been disqualified from the session for blocking the pit lane, so how's he done that? That's going to be a bit dangerous. Might have ruined 1 or 2 people's laps there, so yeah, poor Jimmy. I don't think that's really wanted. I don't think that's how he really wanted to. Yeah, you can see he got in the way of a car or 2 there. So let's go back to the ad one over here. As once again, he's the one to start his lap. Purple first sector, of course, because he's the only one who has set or is going to set a lap time first. So here we go. Got a little bit of a lock up there actually, and yeah, once again, those predators are not pretty. So we're just gonna try and keep off board as long as we can here, and let's just see. I mean, so far, I only saw a few turns, but it's looking like a decent lap at the moment. Going down to 6th gear, keeping it to 5th, going down to 4th. Nice throttle on there. Nearly goes out of track limits, and that's someone in a Red Bull, so I'm going to assume that's the Miami livery. And here we go, going down to 130R, very infamous corner, and it's very hard to overtake here. But we know it can be possible, seen in real life as well. And we could maybe see one going into today, but we're just not sure. We have to see when the race comes up. We're going to now see the first time come up on the board. The other one's going to come across the line. It is going to be a 1:29.1. So it's a good lap for now. I think that's Robert starting lap there. Yep. There's another lap there. Lazy Illuminati and Bonatizer there basically crossed the line at the same time, and there we go. 30.2 and 29.7. That is a 31.7 for Haviz Rooney. Once again in that very nice McLaren Triple Crown livery. And I'm going to try and see here. Can we pick out anyone who may be coming around the final corner? Rido G, I think, is finishing off his lap, or is he starting one? He has done an outlap. I think he's done 2 outlaps there. So I'll come as a 1:43.8, but that's not his time. Jay Thompson, meanwhile, goes to the top by nearly a second there. 1:28.1. We have to see the gaps here, if I can maybe do that. Yep, here we go, gap to the leader. So there we go, nearly a second there. So it's, oh, and there's a bit of a spin. I'm not too sure what that is. Rido G. So he started his lap with 2 outlaps, and now he's going to be probably trying a third. And he's got to make sure not to get in Hafiz's way there. Or who was that? Let's see. It might have been, yeah, Overdue Bread. So at least he was on an outlap for him. So nearly pecked into the wall there as well. So we have to see now. Henson sets in purple first sector, so we'll just be watching him for now. I think there's one more person on a lap. I think it was Robert, who's also set the fastest second sector here. We're going to watch this lap before we watch our Henson. So now I'm going to have a look through here, going down into the final 2 corners. Well, 3 corners actually, sorry. And here we go. We're going to come across the line. He's going to, he's going to take a bit of an outside line, and he goes up into P2. So that's a very nice lap from Roberts there. And while 8 tenths off, that is secured in a front row spot. So now we're going to go back to Merkage over there has just started his lap, and our Henson's once again, I think, has just set bubble sector 2. I might have been completely wrong there, but I think the yellow flag and basically the whole of that sector is just a bit, yeah, kind of blocking me there. Our Henson now to the line, taking a very tight line like I expected. He goes into P2, quarter of a second behind Jay Thompson. However, it's looking quite good for him, once again, on that front row. Bono is starting a lap there, and Rido G, I don't know if he's finishing off his 3rd outlap there after that spin, or is he going to come into the pits? He's going to start a lap there, so we're going to watch for him as well. Looks like Overdue Bread is going to start a lap, but I think the one that is going to be closest to the line is Merkage. So we're just going to have a look here. We're going to nearly finish off sector 2 before we go up to 130R. And yeah, just going past Spoon Curve there, it looks like he's on a higher traction to some other people in this lobby. You can tell by the throttle input, and his ERS is looking very low there. So we're just going to see, definitely not purple, we can see from the track map, but however, it should be a really nice lap. You can already tell the top 4 is already separated by a second, so he could get a very nice lap here still. Going round the final corner now, is he going to come into the pits? No, he's not. And here we go, up to the line. What is it going to be? It's going to be P8. So, I mean, assuming by the lower ERS, he probably has not gone for like a actual proper lap there. He might be doing consecutive laps or just ran out of ERS when he started it. So, a bit unfortunate for him, but he's got another 10 minutes. He should be completely fine. Now I'm going to try and see who we're going to catch onto here. Overdue Bread, I think, is on the lap here. He's still got quite a bit of ERS and he's draining that down. 1:13.2 through that whole middle sector. So I think he's about a few seconds up on what Merkage did, so he could be around P7 or P6 here. We're going to have to see, is he coming across the line? There's a yellow flag. Basically, you've had a whole track there, so I don't know what's happened, but I might have maybe missed a lap, I don't know. But yeah, here we go. Overdue Bread's gone for a very good last sector, and has come up into P6, so very nice work from him. There's another car over there crossing the line. That was Rido G, and he goes P9. Very nice from him. And I think the next one might be Merkage again. So he's on another lap. He's 7 tenths ahead. Let's go see over here. Overdue Bread, Bono. Yeah, it'll be... Oh, it's a bit of a slowdown now. I'm not too sure what that's for. I think Rido G has completed his lap, so he was okay. We go look at Merkage over here. 1:15.0, so it's definitely 6 tenths up on his lap. If he possibly can pull out a good final sector here, without any ERS, he can come into the pits if he needs to, but without any ERS here, he's going to try and come across the line, maybe try and beat Rido G if he does not go into pits, and he does not. Comes across the line, and he is not by less than a tenth, but I'm sure that probably after this lap he might come in, because I think now he's done quite a few laps on his tyres. Well, he's done 2 laps, or 3 laps nearly, if you count the out lap. And this will be his 4th lap on those tyres now, and all that ERS is just getting drained. But he's still pushing on, So I have to respect it. And I think that's Bono coming around the final corner. No, he's coming into the pits. And there's a white car. I think that's a Hazard. No, I was wrong. Where is that last car? Oh, here we go. J-Horse come across the line, and it's a 28-1. Only gets pole at the moment, provisional pole, by 100th of a second. So that's really good. But Jay Thompson is going to be out on another outlap here, and you know, pretty very vibrant looking car actually, I like to say, compared to basically everyone else. But yeah, he's definitely going to go for another lap there. I think Hazard is maybe doing 2 laps here because his ERS is quite low at the moment, or it might be an in-lap. So an in-lap for Hazard. So we're going to have a quick look here. The ad one, I think it's going to come across the line again for his 2nd lap, I believe. And let's see, coming across the final corner now. Is this an outlap or is this a proper lap? It looks like it was a starting lap, sorry. Here we go then. Let's try and look here. I think Lazy Illuminati has made a massive mistake in that first sector. You can tell the rest are horrible in this game. They really do need to sort that out, but oh well. This doesn't really do anything with that. Yeah, it will still be pushing, but I don't know if he can make up that 7/10 that you lost in that first sector. So let's have a look here. Merkage, I think I think he's just went faster because he's gone about a second quicker and he's ahead of Hafiz Rooney and Rhino G there. So I think he's gone better on those tyres. However, that'll be their 4th, maybe 5th lap, and look at that ERS. Yeah, I think you can tell he might not be pushing anymore, or he might be. Don't know. Tommy saying classic Jimmy disqualified in Q1. I don't want to laugh at that, but it's a very Jimmy thing to do. But yeah, we saw there Jay Thompson marginally up on his time there, 3,000s. But I think you can tell here, basically every millisecond really matters now because he's going to be very close in that fight for pole. We can now see here they're having a little wiggle there, I think, but now we're going to have to see. Is there going to be any sort of purple lap times here at all? There'll be another few cars coming across the line. That was going to be someone starting an outlap, I'm pretty sure. And there's one more car before him. Just before we quickly do this, but I think he's slowing up. Maybe going into the pit lane, or is he going across the line? I can't see an improvement there, but anyway, Jay Thompson comes across the line here. Is it better than his previous lap? It is! By 700ths, and he takes provisional pole off of J-Horse. But there's still 6.5 minutes left in the session. So now we're just going to have to look here at every other lap here. We've got a load of people on outlaps at the moment. The ad one has just completely stopped, so I'm presuming he might have done a lap without me seeing. So yeah, he might have been the one across the line, and I think it was. So yeah, don't think he's really going to be doing anything at the moment. Bono is also on an outlap, and yeah, the ad one has gone on a trip for the gravel there. Once again, he finished his lap, so I'm just going to assume that's just a in-lap right here. Roberts, I think, is going to start with a lap as well. Henson as well. I don't think this is a lap. I might be wrong, but no, he's on an outlap as well, because I think the guy ahead of him is, well no, that's not him. Jay Thompson's a bit further behind, sorry. I'm not sure who it was. But anyway, we've been trying to see if we can find a push lap here at the moment. I think Roberts is on one, so we'll have a watch of him. I think that's almost full traction, maybe medium. However, I'm not going to be criticising people for that. Okay, and now we see his first sector, he's a few tenths up, but yeah, that is a very poor start to the second sector. You can tell he's invalid, which is a bit of a shame. So yeah, we're going to see the ad one. Nothing there. Bono tyres are dead. It's also invalidated his lap. So I think Rhino G, will be starting a lap now. So I think we need to watch him or Hazard maybe. Hazard starting one. Roberts was up on his time, but he was finished it by that invalidation. The ad one is in the pits. Bono is also invalidated. So yeah, I think Rhino G is one we must be looking for, and there's a bit of a blocking there. I don't really think that's going to affect anyone's laps, but it looked quite stark on there. So I think it's Rhino G. Once again, Robert did invalidate his lap. And yeah, Hazard is just, I think, a little bit behind. Bono decides to come in off that invalidated lap. Rhino G now is 2.5 tenths up in this time. So I'm pretty sure he can probably go up a few positions if he keeps us going. So let's get to see here. Over to Greg gets a 5-place grid penalty for a collision. So And Merkage, yeah, Merkage is out as well. So, not too sure what's happened there, but we're just going to have to see now. There's a bit of a screen freeze there, so apologies there. I don't think that's really... I mean, I hope that's not anything to do with my internet here. I think it's just Masters, because there's quite a few screen freezes going on at the moment. Rido G, by the way, is a second up, so we could get ahead of Merkage, and yeah, with him not going to be able to set any more times in this session, he's probably going to have a pretty nice chance of starting in the top 10. And we're going to now see Rido G going to come across the line. He's not going to take a tight line, and he goes ahead. So Rido G looks like he's still pushing again. And yeah, oh, I missed that as well. Hazard goes up into P3, only 5 thousandths off of J-Horse, who is coming out again. There's no sign of Jay Thompson as of yet. And now we're going to see here, Overdue Bread, I think he's going to be about to start a lap. Lazy Illuminati's 5 tenths off and has backed off of his lap. Rido G is going to be, let's just see here, it's going to be the one that is most likely to start another lap. Rido G here is, yeah, also backing off. But yeah, that top 3, like our Henson says in the chat there, is very, very close. Only 700 separating them. Only 5,000 separating second and third there. So that could be very crucial going into this race. And, well, the first race, of course, once again, yeah, Hazard is on his in-lap. We can see Jay Thompson and Jay Hawes both out at pretty similar times here. So Jay Hawes might be playing a bit of tactics with Jay Thompson, trying to get his DRS down the straight, or maybe it's just, yeah, he's just going to try and back off, maybe get a bit of space. That is someone else behind him, actually. Who is that? That is Roberts, who's just gone completely off the track there. He's nearly sliding into the wall, but he's managed to keep it out of the barrier. Good for him. He's starting P5 at the moment, so if he can find a good enough improvement, he possibly could get P4, maybe have a shot at the top 3. However, 8 tenths is quite a big gap to make up, so we're not going to discount him, but it's going to be quite difficult to make up that much time. I think his real goal here is trying to get away from everyone here. Yellow flag can take to 3, but I think that's just trying to get people warmed up for their final laps. Yeah, we can see if Bono Tizer then is just going a little bit slow in the Verstappen livery there for getting the Champions Edition. Might be watching him. Let's just see if anyone else is on a lap. Overdue Bread is not. Looks like Lazy Illuminati is, or is he? I don't know. I think he is on a lap, so we're going to have a look at him. Here we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, Lazy Illuminati, 10 seconds off, and he's gone very wide there, so yeah, he will not be on a lap now. Overdue Red, looks like he went off track there, but yeah, he'll be starting his lap too, so he's a bit of a scruffy sector there. Bono Tizer then is up by 3 tenths on his time, so at the moment, he's already been challenging Roberts, who also is on a lap at the moment, I'm pretty sure. Henson's going to be about to start one. Jay Hawes and Jay Thompson are both on laps here. We're just going to watch Bono Tizer dead for the moment. This is going to be one of the first to complete a lap. Just watch the mini-map here. There'll be one person crossing the line, but I don't think that is for a proper lap. No. So, we're going to try and see here, come the challenges. Bono is going to go fastest in the middle sector, and while he's 5 tenths up on his time, that is going to really help him. Maybe go up to P5 here. We're going to see here, around the final few corners, a little bit of a slide there, actually, from Bono. We're going to see him come across the line, he goes into P6, and I think he'll be quite happy with that one. Maybe that little slide might have cost him P5, but I'm sure he'll be quite happy. You see Roberts now 4 tenths off his time, so that is going to be quite difficult. We've got another person joining the session there, so going to have to do that. As Jay goes fastest, and Jay Thompson over there, wow. I've just completely missed that. I'm really sorry. Jay has gone improved by 6 tenths. Jay Thompson improved by only 3 there. So in the end, there's nothing really came of that one for Jay Thompson. But he'll be starting on the front row, and I think it'll be very good for him. Henson's on a lap. Hazard, that's not Hazard. Roberts looks to be backing out his lap. Bono, I think, is going for maybe one more, but he's 5 seconds down. So that is horrible for him. Lazy Illuminati is going to come across the line here. Is he going to get to P8? Yes, he does. He only gets P7 from the ad one there. And I think the last person across the line here is going to be Henson. He's going to try and challenge for that top 3, maybe even top 2 with his improvements. You're going to see he come across the line, and he's so close to that P2, but he's not going to be able to get it. P3 for our Henson, and that is the end of quali. And that looks to be everything, yeah. Bono is 5 seconds down this time from what I'm seeing here. He's still got quite a bit of ERS, but I think he's got low fuel. Yeah, okay. Jay Thompson said he's lost the rear in sector 1. Strung up by Jay Horse, good job from him. So, yeah, good from him. And there we go, that is the end of quali. Yeah, sorry about those other random invites. Yeah, I think it's just on friends only, so when people try and join the session, they maybe thinking like simple 5-lappers maybe, but no, it's a whole league race. Yeah, sorry about that, but we're going to run through the grid in a second. That was Jay Hawes on pole and Jay Thompson, both people starting with Jay there on the front row. Got a few grid positions as well. However, we're just going to roll through the laps here. Jay Hawes is on pole for 27.4. Jay Thompson 3/10 behind in P2. And here we go. R. Henson in P3, 27.9. Only 3 in the 27s. Hazard is in P4, 128.1. Roberts P5, 128.9. Then we go to the 129s now with quite a few people. Bono P6, the Ad 1 P7. Lazy Illuminati P8. P9 is Overdue Bread with a grid penalty, so he'll drop down to P14. However, Merkage will start behind him, as he also has one. Ryder G's P10. Merkage will start last, presumably. Or might be Jimmy Jags, one of the two. Hafiz Rooney, P12. Wall in there, should not have been invited. And, yeah, there we go. That is everything. Right, and now let's see here, overcast conditions. Not really too sure if there's going to be any rain forecast for this race at all. Formation lap is not on. So, yeah, I hope people don't just try and act like this is a formation lap and go very slowly. So, yeah, there's quite a few glitches with that as well. And we're just going to have to wait and see everyone's tyres. Glad to see everyone watching here as well, even if it is just, people from our server, but still quite nice to see. I'm very sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure all the friends only setting was for just everyone could join, even if other people could invite people. So, yeah. Someone from another league I know, Tommy, is saying secretly here to study our Hence's race-based strategy choices. I like your strategies, Tommy. But yeah, I'm glad you know about this server actually as well, to be honest. I don't know how you do, but here we go. It's not important. We're going to go to 5 red lights for the start of this race. And it's a bit delayed there, and there we go, we're in the way. Okay, no glitches, thank God. Jay Hawes there has got a very nice start. Jay Thompson's had a very bad one. Roberts gone from P5 that was, up to P3. It seems to be no contact for the moment. Looking at the back of the grid here, there's a bit of a ghost there, that's what he wants. I'm going to assume that's why there was a glitch. Still no one round, which is really what we like to see. Jay Thompson has also lagged to the back there, so I don't know if that was just a massive screen freeze or anything, but unfortunate for him. But yeah, Jay Hawes already got a very nice start from pole position. Basically jumping Jay Thompson completely off the line, and yeah, 7/10 gap already. Our Henson as well had quite a nice start. I think, yep, from P3 up to P2. Rido G is out, and that is a safety car. So Rido G looks like he's just crashed. Might have presumed he's had a bit of contact with someone else, and that has sent him spinning around. So unfortunate for him. However, I think it's a lot better to maybe get a few mistakes or collisions out of the way now before any other races that we get. So as we see here, in the positions gained, we have Jay Hawes remaining his place because he started P1 and he's still in P1 right now. Henson took advantage of Jay Thompson, I think, just having either like a massive screen freeze or just a yeah, I don't know what it was. Jimmy Jags is saying Merkage going bowling apparently, so I'm not too sure what's happened there, but either way, he's up 4 positions, so I don't think he's doing the worst, but even then I haven't seen anything, so I'll just have to see here. But yeah, once again, I think Jay Thompson with that is just, yeah, completely down on luck there. Not too sure if that was a glitch once again or anything, but yeah, he's down on luck after starting for P2. He doesn't think he's going to box, but Jimmy Jags is. I think he hasn't got a wing, Jimmy Jags, as probably the same with Hazard. No, it doesn't look like any visible damage to Hazard, and Jimmy Jags also. Yeah, he's changing his wing, and yeah, Hazard is also changing his wing. So they both got wing damage, even though it didn't really look like they did, but yeah, that's going to drop them down from, well, their starting position of P4 for Hazard, and P12 for Jimmy Jags, down to P12 and P13, respectively. And now here we go. Is that Lazy Illuminati? Lazy Illuminati's spun out, I think, from a pretty high grip position where he was at the time as well. So, once again, I'm just going to have to say it again. Unfortunate for the drivers that have made mistakes. However, we're now going to talk about the ones who have made a bit more of a positive one, as Lazy Illuminati nearly completely decks into the wall there in that Red Bull car. But here we go. Wallin's AI is still somehow racing. And that is, yeah, that's Jay Thompson going back again, so yeah, I'll be another screen freeze. Lazy Illuminati letting him past. Good sportsmanship there from them. But yeah, once again, he's left the session actually, so that might just be connection issues for Jay Thompson. We're going to have to just pause that for a second and see if we can get him in the lobby. Where is he? There he is. We're going to see. We're going to give him an invite. And here we go. Let's just see. Right. Okay. So once again, the AI there is just trying to push everyone through there, but once again, we're not going to be worrying about this AI. He's not really relevant to the race results, hopefully. And here we go. Merkage is up 6 positions from where he started. Very good from him. That was a contact there, I think, between Overdue Bread and Hafiz Rooney. Both, very big gains off that start. Overdue Bread especially, from very laggy cockpit there. From P13 up to P7. Nice one from him. I think his tyre warming is going a bit all over the place. I really hope that's not what people are seeing in the actual cockpits that they're going in. Here we go, Hafiz Rooney up 4 from P10 up to P6. Viad one as well, starting at P7 going up to P5, very nice with him. Bono as well, P6 up to P4, so a very nice start from him too. Robert's going up to P3 after Jay Thompson's misfortune and just getting a really nice start off that line. Henson once again up 1 due to the misfortune here as Jimmy Jags is into the pits again, so he might just be changing strategies maybe, but I think the more obvious one there is that he's broken his front wing, so we need another replacement for that. And speaking of strategy changes, we're going to have a look at the tyres now. We got a mix of medium and soft. There's no hard running from what I'm going to be assuming here. I think the hard tyres are really not good on this game. Jimmy Jags, I hate this game, so I'm just going to assume that he's probably had a spin or something like that. Yeah, we're just going to have to see now. So Hafiz Rooney there is the highest person starting on the softs. Merkis as well was also one that's gained most positions, so it's looking quite good. Jay Thompson's still not in the session, so I'll see if I can invite him again really quickly. Really sorry about this, guys. There we go. Yep. Okay, Jay Thompson should have his invite now. I'll make sure he gets a message. Although, however, I guess it's not all bad for him, as there we go, he's joined the session again. I mean, he's still a few positions up from where he was, and considering the car ahead of him is an AI, then... Oh, hold on. Oh, no, that is Merkage. Sorry, I thought I was spectating the wrong car there. I thought Wallin managed to find his way back into the session there. No worries to apologise. Jay Thompson is completely fine. No worries there. And it probably assume that safety car's going to be coming in this lap. Jimmy Jags is quite up to the back of the pack there, and should be announced around now, I should say. Jimmy already on 2 stops here, as maybe even haven't done any, but we might just gonna keep it to gaps for the moment. So we give that a minute, and here we go. Safety car is in this lap. There obviously is pit limiter, or a sort of limiter on this, and there's Hafiz Rooney and Overdue Bread just swapping positions there. Not sure what happened there, but we're going to watch J-Horse going around here. Safety car is peeling into the pit, so we can go as soon as that is in. J-Horse now, he's probably going to leave it a bit late. Roberts is desperate to be going there. And we can see now there's a bit of contact there as well, I think, between one of the black cars, I think it was the blue and orange, but that does not matter now, as J-Horse has gone. He's not got as good of a restart as he might have liked. Our Henson is still kind of there, but our Henson's also got the jump off Roberts, and there's going to be start by start between Overdue Bread and Hafiz Rooney. Overdue Bread goes right round the outside of him into the first turn. Hazard goes ahead of Lazy Illuminati there. I think he might have been a bit slow, but however, they've all gone through quite cleanly from what I'm seeing here. Jay Thompson is still in AI, so I'm going to assume that he's going to have a few problems. Sway Wallen, of course, could be in AI because he's not in the session anymore. However, yeah, we can see here, Hafiz Rooney goes a little bit wide. Hazard is trying to capitalise, but he's got no space, unfortunately for him. Jay Thompson is still dropping down the order here, so that's a bit unfortunate for him. Bono just got looks like a very bad exit there because of the other one. Overdue Bread just got in. Overdue Bread is going to go sailing past him right there. Both of them got medium tyres on, and there we go, Jay Thompson's left the session again. There's a bit of contact there, and even with the ghosting, it's going to be quite difficult, as there's nearly a force completely off the track there. Bono's tyres is dead, and I think that was the ad one. Trying to go side by side, Bono gets ahead of the ad one, looking like they've got way less straight line speed, but just have not been using any ERS, as Merck is once again getting past Sway Wallen. And yeah, those bits, sorry, those bits are just a bit, yeah, annoying for those guys, so sorry about that. But yeah, Bono and Overdue over here are having some very nice battles. I think Jay Thompson left the session again, but I'm just going to wait and see if any of it's going to happen between these two here. They're going to see a bit of contact as Bono just runs to the back there nearly of Overdue Bread. Glad there's no massive race-ending contact there, and J-Horse is, well, flying out in front. And here we go, Overdue Bread has also left the session, so we're going to try and see here, can we invite these two back quickly before anything else happens. Where is Overdue Bread? Overdue Bread, and I'm going to also get Jay Thompson as well. There we go. I think that should be everyone, unless anyone else has left the session that I don't know of. Hazard just got past Hafiz Rooney there, and these like ghosted cars just causing so many issues. People can't see lines or anything else at the moment. And that is, yeah, Sway Wallen's AI dropping to the back of the field. Hafiz Rooney gets past the AI as well. Jay Thompson's back in the session. I don't know if, who was it? Overdue Bread is back in the session, but we'll just see for the moment. As Hazard is trying to make a move on the ad one, backs out, and yeah, I think that was a bit more of a smart thing to do, but the ad one does go a little bit deep there. Hazard try and go for maybe a switchback, but you can't do it. Yellow flag is sector 2. That is Lady Illuminati going backwards somehow into the wall there. I'm not too sure what happened, but yeah, it's just quite an interesting one. We have a virtual safety car for that. I don't think there's any... Oh, there's a whole front wing off there, so I think I'm just going to assume that there is some massive problems there. Overdue Bread is back in the session, which is what you quite like to see, and yeah, still a virtual safety car for the moment. Lazy Illuminati is, yeah, hopefully going to be completely fine. Jay Thompson saying he cannot get back in the race, it's been done. Try and see if you can go on the spectator menu and then try and click your car and then say take control. See if you can do that, if you're still watching, that is. But I think there's virtual safety car here. I think the most important thing is if people do not speed, and for Lazy Illuminati locking up massively there, making sure he's able to fix his wing. And there's Merkage and Jimmy there, both going into the pits. Jay Thompson's left the session, but I'll still invite him once more. Lazy Illuminati gets a flight penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Merkage is just changing tyres there, so he's going to go on to the medium tyres. Jimmy Jags to go on to softs, didn't look like he had a wing change there. Lazy Illuminati obviously having a wing change. I'm just going to see now what tyres he's fitting on. He's fitting on the hard tyres, so that's assuming right to the end. And the virtual safety car has ended quite early there, so Illuminati probably hasn't got the best thing. Jimmy on that Ferrari shot, yeah, he's already got about 4 or 5 stops in him right there, as Hazard is now looking for the ad one here. He tried backing out first time, he's going to back out again, but the ad one is now on a very bad line. He's sliding it through the corner, and Hazard looks like he's going to get that move done. We're going to look at the ad one, he's going to turn on the overtake button, but he just looks helpless. Completely helpless in that car, and Hazard is up into P5. So now he's going to probably go chase after Bono Tyres are dead, who is 2.5 seconds away from Roberts, who looked like he nearly completely lost that car going through there. And yeah, you can see he's lost a few tenths compared to Hazard and Bono Tyres are dead. So we're just going to have a look here. Hazard is just going very fast around here. He's only getting about 3-4 tenths We'll just get to see here. Illuminati, don't worry about apologising. Oh, I don't, sorry. Yeah, that's completely fine with him. If you're watching the stream, then, oh, Jesus, there's a lot of lag there. I think it's OG Bread, yeah. Oh, this lag looks horrible, at least for the moment. I'm glad I don't think anyone's been caught in that, but I really hope that nothing's happened there to any driver. We're going to try and see if we can get OG Bread back in, and hopefully he does not leave again. We're going to go on board with Hazard in the background, so just to make sure anything bad does not happen. And then just going to make sure they're both invited again. And yeah, the ad one is still behind. Hazard is trying his best as well to get past. Bono tyres are dead, and he's getting quite close, but however, he's also getting a bit backed up. There's a yellow flag. There's another virtual safety car. I think that's Hafiz Rooney, who has also lost his wing. This is on a reduced safety car as well, so I'm a bit surprised that the safety car's been called out this much. I mean, it's still a virtual from what I'm seeing, so I guess that is quite good for him. And just message this guy, so it's all good. Yeah, no, that's completely fine from him. I don't mind if you do not join, or do join, but just yeah. I'm just going to say it now. Yeah, quite happy with how this first race is going. There is a bit of contact, and the game is still quite laggy, but I think in the moment, yeah, hold on, Jay Thompson is back in his car, so that is good. I just didn't make sure he was actually, yeah, I didn't think he was going to join back, but he is now. 6 uphold tyres for him, and quite far back, and considering he started P2, I don't think he's going to be very happy. He might try and go for a box onto the safety car, and it looks like he's going quite fast for this, so the Delta's probably gone, yeah, very far back. So you can see from his other AI that, yeah, 2.5 seconds back. I'm going to guess the AI is very bad, and Leasing Illuminati gets a drive through as well. That's really not what you want on those hard tyres. He's going very slowly still, so there might be a few problems here. No, he's going to get going again. And there's Hafiz Rooney into the pits. That was for his wing change. Is he going to go onto any other tyres here? We're going to see now he pits onto the hards, so he's probably going to go to the end as well. Bit of a long stop, but we're just going to see now as he goes onto the pits, and we're all okay. There we go. Overdue Red is not joined back yet, and I think with everyone at the moment, I don't think there's going to be any catches anytime soon, so we're just going to try and see if we can invite Overdue Red once more. I'm really sorry that this is all you're really seeing as well. No, he's come offline, so yeah, Overdue Red I think is just done. So it'll only just fall further and further down the order, which is a bit of a shame, but I don't think we really do anything else. Lazy Illuminati is speeding his pit lane as well, so this is for the drive-through penalty, I assume. Yep, it is for the drive-through penalty, so it's just misery for him. I think J-Horse, yeah, he's going to come up to lap it soon, so if Illuminati does not get a hurry up, then it's going to be a bit difficult for J-Horse to start falling back into the clutches, really. He's not really doing that if we're going to see a lap car here, because he's just going to get more DRS off him. And speaking of DRS, look like Hazard is about to get some down this straight. Yellow flag is the ad one retires behind him. That's a safety car. So let's have a quick see here. Where has he retired? Oh, looks like he's either just been trying to drive normally, he's completely lost it going to pits. Same with Jay Thompson there, he's just locked up his rears. But yeah, this is what I'm seeing there. He's probably either spun on this curb, tried to save it and couldn't, or he's just, yeah, maybe tried to go into the pits and just, yeah, I don't know. He's typing on Discord, so we're just going to have a quick look at what he might have done. Let's just see. Yeah, and I also kind of ruined Hazard right there, so a bit unfortunate for him. Haven't seen anything from him yet. He hasn't piped just yet. But I think that has given a massive lifeline to people like Lazy Illuminati, who, if he does not box, then he will also get back on the lead lap, which is all good. I think the connection is a bit terrible on my side, or at least the connection with you guys. Yeah, this is the problem. The connection is quite a big problem. Always got low bandwidth icon on my screen. Yeah, crossplay is still quite bad. However, I don't want to let all these guys down. Of course, we don't want to just bring out people from all platforms and then just have them not really race. I think it's quite unfair on them. But however, enough of that. Jimmy's gone for another pit stop onto his lap 1 mediums, I'm pretty sure that is. So as long as those Illuminati does not pit, and he does not, They should be completely fine. J-Horse, is he going to come in? Probably for hard tyres, I presume, because even though there's only 8 laps done on these mediums, hard tyres are probably going to last to the end here, and our Henson too is also into the pits. So, is anyone going to try one more stop in this race, or are they all going to go conservative on the hard tyres? J-Horse goes on the hard tyres, our Henson goes on the stopps, and Roberts as well also stays out. So there's actually quite a lot of different strategies here. We've got Bono and Hazard also staying out along with Roberts, and J-Horse on those hard tyres going to have to take a little bit of a while to warm them up, but he's going to go to the end, while our Henson is on those soft compound tyres, and he's going to be able to stop it again. So probably for another set of mediums, depending on how long the softs last. However, it's looking quite good now, as, yeah, Overdue Bread is just, yeah, his AI, I don't think, is really going to recover now. And, yeah, he came offline earlier as well, so unfortunate for him. I think he was actually having a decent race up until he got disconnected, so, yeah, quite unfortunate, but, yeah. Nice to hear from the everyone staying with over here. That's, yeah. Thank you, mate. I know the league race is quite bad at the moment of this game, especially with crossplay, but yeah, I'm just glad you're still enjoying this at least. At least, you know, enjoying enough to stay with us. Sorry. So, enough of that. We're going to now see a few strategies. One is AI. I said about it not affecting the race results, but he's up in P8 at the moment, so it's probably going to take a few points off. However, there's no massive rush for these, because these AI can be overtaken quite easily. They're only on 41, and should hopefully be okay for everyone. Even on the soft tyres, they should be all okay. The Admon is also left now because he has DNF'd. Really sorry. Okay, so Illuminati as well is also going off of those hard tyres and also boxing for that 5-second penalty. He is going to go on. Is that another set of mediums or another set of hards? That is another set of hard tyres, and he is going to come out ahead of the safety car. However, he's only going to have a lap or two maybe to catch up, almost a full lap's distance. So he's going to have to go, probably drive as fast as he ever has done on those hard tyres, and just try and catch up to the back of the safety car here. And speaking of, let's have a look at the positions gained while we're under it. I'm not sure where they are. Here we go. Position change. So Roberts has a pit. He's at 4 places, as of Bono. And never mind, Bono is coming to the pits, as with Hazard. So they're going to drop right down the order. So last minute, they're deciding to change strategies. Hazard is going to go on to the medium tyres, and he's going to have to wait a little bit there for one of the cars to come past. And Bono is on the hard tyres, going to the end as well. Sepros Hafiz Rooney up into P7. Mark is also into the pits there, and I'm going to presume this is for hard tyres as well if he's got another set. And maybe even a warm set could actually work for him here. Jimmy Jags goes up into P10. And yeah, Illuminati, yeah. I'm not sure who Atafan Geffen is, but I can tell you're racing, mate. And yeah, I'm just going to assume that might be the ad one with the pit entry. I'm pretty sure you crashed there, so I'm just going to assume that's you, mate. Lazy Illuminati's still on lap 10 here, so he's going to really go with it, as these other guys have just finished sector 1, so he has got another penalty as well, but that is, it's 5 seconds, so if he doesn't come in to serve that, yep, okay, the ad one, cool. So is he going to come in to serve that? Because if he is, and that is going to be heartbreak for him, as he's going to be nearly half a lap down, but he does not, so he's going to have to try and push a lot here, and the safety car has been out for quite a while. Yeah, we're going to go back to position changes. Now this means Overdue Bread, his AI is up 9 positions, but once again, he's an AI, he has not boxed, so he's going to be very vulnerable off the restart. J-Hoz is down on the course, starting on pole. Yeah, we need the very reduced safety car settings of Jimmy Jags. Yeah, I'm very surprised. This is, I'm going to check here right now. Here we go. Car damage on reduced. Car damage rate is standard, so that is like you know, floor damage, side pod damage and stuff. And here we go. Safety car is on reduced as well. So I'm pretty amazed how the safety car's been called out this much. Is the safety car going to be in this lap? I haven't seen a graphic for it at all, and it does not look like the safety car is peeling in all too much. So unless Roberts is going really fast and I'm just completely unaware of it, or Jail's going slowly. No, it looks like it's staying out for another lap. So Once again, big lifeline to Lazy Illuminati there. He can maybe hit one more time, try and get rid of that 5 seconds, and then get back out again. But we're going to now see a few more position changes. Jay Thompson, once again, like I said, that has saved him. Overdue Red's AI is just... At least he's out the way for most of the other guys. Red flag coming soon? I don't think so. I think I put them to reduce as well, so... I don't think there will be one, but unless there's a massive crash, then... Yeah, where are red flags, actually? Here we go, yeah, red flags on reduce, so... We're just going to have to see there. Safety cars on reduce as well, so I'm just surprised. And there we go, Lazy Illuminati's finally jumped up, and he hasn't tried to set the penalty, so he's probably going to assume that there's going to be another safety car. He's maybe lost it there as well. But this means he can catch up, and he'll have basically no worries for now, because the car behind him is an AI car, so there's no worries there. And once again, just going to have to go through the positions again. The Wallen AI I keep talking about, saying it might not have affected the race positions. He's up 6, so yeah, quite a few problems there, I think. I'll definitely have to sort this to invite only instead now, so kind of a shame it's been ruined by that, but once again, only 41 AI. Hopefully these guys can all pass them fairly quickly. Happis Rooney in P6 up 4, and he is going to the end, I presume, so very nice from him. And if he can keep that pace with the leaders, in which he has shown some pretty decent pace, he can maybe challenge for even higher positions in P6, or keep with that same position, which I think he'll be quite happy with. So now we see here, Bono ties there down 1 position, but once again also going to the end like Happis Rooney. Hazard in P8 after boxing under the safety car, but he's boxed a bit late when everyone's also completely bunched up, but he's on that medium tyre. He's going to be looking to make some big ground on the guys ahead, as the 3 cars ahead should be presumably easy to overtake, one being the AI of Wallin and the other 2 being hard tyre runners that are going to the end. And on that medium tyre, it's going to be quite quick here. Safety car is in this lap, but we're just going to run through the rest of the grid really quickly. Jimmy Jackson P9 up the God knows how many stops, but he's still there. We've got to give it to Jimmy. Merkage in P10, up 4 positions, so still can't underestimate that. Lazy Illuminati in P11 finally came up, right to the pack, and here we go. On to the restart, 4 stops for Jimmy Jag, sorry, and here we go, on to the restart. Roberts has actually got a pretty good restart compared to J-Horse. J-Horse might have had a little bit of a wobble there, and our Henson on those soft tyres, already ready to attack. We're going to go on board with Jay Thompson here, trying to see if we can make a move. No, we're not. Happis Rooney is going to get passed by Bono as well, so be quite a few problems there, as we now see Hazard go right round the outside there of Happis Rooney, and that's a lovely overtake there. Bono ties there, gets past the AI Sway Wallen, so at the moment, we're now going to see yellow flag set to 1, that is Merkage off, and however, no safety car from what we're seeing here, so that's very nice. Glad we haven't got anything that bad for it. We kick off position change now. Jimmy Jenks has passed Happis Rooney as well, so those hard tyres are really not helping him there. But we're just going to quickly cut back to the lead, and we now see Roberts and J-Hall side by side going into the hairpin here. Roberts tries to keep it on the inside, and there's contact, and J-Hall's is round. So Roberts on those older tyres couldn't brake as late, and that sent J-Hall's round. And that has promoted R. Henson onto a very, very good P1 there. And he's also being attacked now by Jay Thompson on those medium tyres. And Jay Thompson has also got the advantage of being on those harder tyres, which means if he sticks on them maybe to the end of the race, or even then boxes onto another set of softs, he can then absolutely blitz the field afterwards. And there we go. There's quite a big gap in pace when our Henson boxes for mediums compared to Jay Thompson boxing the softs. But right now it's all about the fighting, and Jay Thompson's going to almost hit the back of him and locks the rear for a good measure. But however, he looks like he's just not going to get the traction out of this corner. He might get a bit of straight line speed as he turns on the overtake button. However, I don't think anything else is going to happen there. And yeah, going into turn 1, this doesn't look like anything's going to happen. Yeah, a little bit wearing the brakes as well. Happis Rooney as well, getting past Jimmy Jags on that overtake button. A red J-Hall's mistake as well from Tommy. Better than real life F1 this. Yeah, I'm glad we're already better than real life F1, although I don't think it's really hard at the moment. Jimmy Jags has got that section really crossed up. Just looking behind from Happis Rooney there. And we're just trying to see him just scattering around for any sort of grip on those medium tyres, sorry. And he's just got to make sure not to spin it as well. And he hasn't. Oh no, he hasn't. He's out. Oh, I'm sorry, Jimmy. I've cursed you. And that's another safety car. So that is well, that's 4 times we've had at least some sort of virtual or full safety car, even on reduced settings. And well, what, we're just about halfway into the race as well. So I think now this is going to be quite good. I'm sorry, Jimmy. You curse. Yeah, I'm sorry. Jimmy's not throwing out the red flag, at least not yet, from what I'm seeing here. But, yeah. I guess it is still half better than real life F1. We've got quite a lot of excitement with all these safety cars at least. And, yeah, still no red flag. Illuminati gets a time penalty for going wide under a safety car, so I'm pretty sure those will be removed for him. But however, this is a pre-season race, so we're not going to go too mental on anything else. And our Henson, yeah, I know this will be a better for him because he can now just go onto those medium tyres and go to the end most likely. We can now see what he puts on once he should be the medium tyres. Roberts also comes into the pits on those mediums, but he's probably going to have to put on the soft tyres here. But yeah, once again, you might have saw there 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. We're going to now see what is those tyres. He's going to go onto hard tyres, so he's going to have done more laps on the mediums, I'm pretty sure, than what he's done on those hards. So this will be quite difficult now. And J-Horse, even though he's been tapped around a little bit, he's still keeping up there in P5, and he still has a chance, which is good for him. Hazard has gone off. Hazard, I don't know what's happened. He might have had a bit of contact with Happis Rooney, but he's off. I don't know what's happened, but that is, well, a podium for Happis Rooney now. And yeah, it's just a bit of a weird incident there. Roberts gets a free-time penalty for exceeding track limits, but that's completely fine. There's a bit of slowing there. I think as Illuminati tries to let Hazard by again, so I'm just going to assume these might be illegal overtakes. Mains box softs is bound to be another safety car. I kind of agree with you, Tommy, but I feel like if there's going to be a 5th safety car, I feel like that will be when people box for softs. I don't think 12 laps on soft tyres is going to really last here, so I think mediums will probably be the best shout here anyway, as what our Henson's done here right now. So the only problem now is he's P8, so he's going to have to make up quite a few positions. Once again, Illuminati with that penalty, I think it's just 3 seconds, or maybe 8. Yeah, it is 8, as with Roberts. Oh, and there's maybe a bit of contact there as well. Roberts, yeah, has gone from, well, P1 down to P10. However, I don't think that's going to be too much an issue for him for the moment. He's on those hard tyres, however, so he still is going to the end. And I think his, well, more worrying issue there is that he's on 8 seconds of penalties. Henson says he lasts 11 laps, so yeah, once again, softs can't make the 13 laps remaining to the end. So unfortunate for anyone who may have tried to put on the soft tyres, and no one has, thankfully at least. But yeah, if there is one more safety car, even on this, like, even on the lap it restarts, then I can see some soft tyres being put on right now, and we're just going to have to wait and see as we go into the pits here. Have these guys taken the advice? That's both the Red Bull Miami liveries going side by side, and Roberts overtakes Illuminati going into the pit lane. So that's very nice of him. I think these both are going to serve their 5-second penalties and probably change tyres. So that looks like mediums for Roberts, and for Illuminati, I'm not too sure. Are those the same tyres? Yeah, it looks like the same tyres. So there's another 4-lap-old hards, I'm going to assume. Another 4-lap-old hards, I'm assuming. But yeah, the interesting is Roberts also does get jumped by Illuminati despite that pit lane overtake. So just have a look here. Jay Thompson on those 7-lap-old mediums is leading the race, and I'm pretty sure he's going to have to box again. A little surprised he didn't box under the safety car, maybe for another set of mediums, but I don't know if he has another set. No, he started on the soft, so yeah, maybe. I don't know. Just have a look here. Bono in P2, one on those hard tyres, and yeah, first to last of Roberts. Yeah, it's unfortunate for him, but once again, at least he's on those fresh medium tyres. He's got the freshest medium tyres, in fact, so he's a bit wide there as well, trying to catch up. But he has got some pretty decent pace. We have seen him go into P1 as well before. I mean, maybe not with the cleanest of defences against J-Horse, but however, it's still quite good for him. And I think that's just Murky trying to get past the AI wall in there. I think that's actually worked. So if if Illuminati or Roberts can do the same, that'd be great for them. And if they can't, then, well, I don't know. Let's keep with their 3-second penalties down in P10 and P11. But now, I think this restart is quite interesting because there's no one really on those very fresh tyres all the way down to R. Henson on that 1 lap old medium tyre, and safety car is in the slap. I guess you can maybe say that Overdue Bread is on those fresh hard tyres. However, you can already see the issue there. He is on those, well, he's on AI and he's also not here. So we're just going to clear that spectator mode there. And we're now going to see all the cars try and come into the pit lane, and I think Jay Thompson might have gone early there. No, he has not. He's going to wait a little bit longer. And Jay Thompson, he's just going to go right now, and he is. He's going to catch Bono a little bit napping there. However, they're going to both use ERS down the straight. Bono is trying to get into the slipstream. He's going to go nearly 3 wide behind, but it's keeping the lead here. And Hazard is going to get past the AI of Overdue Bread and probably our Henson as well. Yep. So, now we're going to see a bit of more fighting over here. J-Horse is going to go right around the outside of Hafiz Rooney. Hazard has to absolutely slam on the brakes to make sure he doesn't go into contact with him. Hazard now is trying to maybe go right around the outside because Hafiz Rooney is on those hard tyres. He gets a very bad exit. Hazard to back out a little bit. Our Henson is still waiting to try and challenge them. Hazard is going to try and go for a move here. It's going to be very awkward. He cuts the curb. Hafiz Rooney's going to have to try and go wide and lets our Henson through, but that was very awkward. And Hafiz Rooney's getting even more problems here as you get passed by Nurkic on those medium tyres too. It's a bit audacious there from Hazard, but I'm just going to say at least he has pulled it off. I'm just going to assume that, but there might be a little bit of argument in the chat after that one. But now we're going to have to look here. J-Horse is up into P3 after passing. Hold on, Roberts has also got past the Lazy Illuminati there actually. So the battle of the guys with penalties here. You can see a very weird colour there as we look in the AI. But we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus, I think, on these two guys. Maybe Roberts and Hafiz Rooney as well. As Roberts goes into 130R and overtakes Hafiz. We're going to now see our Henson as well, right on the back here. Those two AIs behind them are fighting for some reason. I'm guessing they're going to be in the same car. That's the first fast lap to see the ages from Jay Thompson. On those 9-lap-old mediums, you can tell that it is just because everyone's been slowed up. While Henson then gets past Hazard. Roberts is trying to find a way around Nurkic at the moment, but he's got to be careful into turn 1 as they both. Well, Roberts has got the freshest medium tyres here, and Murphy's going to start braking quite early on those older medium tyres. Illuminati also gets past Hafiz Rooney, so on those 10-lap-old hards, it's not looking too great for him, even despite being in a podium position. But however, I think on those hard tyres, it's quite difficult to defend anyway. Nurkic is off. I was going to say he got a 3-second penalty, but he's also off the track, and he's going to be kind of stuck there. I don't think it's going to bring out any safety car, hopefully. No red flag either, which is very good. Glad we haven't seen a red flag yet, because in case there's any glitches, don't really want that happening. But we're just going to see here, yeah, that rev is horrible. I'm going to get off board now and just watch J-Horse now trying to go around Bono tyres. Then he's going to use quite a bit of ERS here. Bono's going to go a bit defensive, a bit out of line here, and J-Horse is going to have a very nice chance here. He's going to go for a bit wide exit, and he's going to go now a little bit wide as well, so that could be a warning there for J-Horse. However, he's going to come up to 130R. As I said in qualifying, one of the most dangerous places to overtake. J-Horse does get ahead of Bono, but Bono is maybe going to try and come back into this chicane, and he's not going to be able to. So Bono, unless he gets any sort of slipstream from J-Horse here, he's also going to be passed by our Henson behind him. DRS is enabled, but it's going to be way too late for Bono as our Henson turns on the overtake button, flicks it off again. Is he going to try and go for a move here? It does not look like it. Bono is just trying to stay ahead here, and he does so. So, we're going to probably now watch these guys, because I don't think anyone else is really that close besides AIs at the moment. And Merkins, yeah, is into the pits, so I'm just going to assume that's something else. And yeah, I'm going to assume that maybe retirement or just a change of tyres, maybe. Front wing change, maybe as well. As we'll see here, coming to pit lane. Change the tyres onto mediums, so there we go. Now I'm going to watch this battle again. Looks like Bono went a little bit wide there in the max delivery, I'm just going to say. Henson maybe looking for a dive bomb down here. He's going to go to the outside. Bono goes defensive. However, is he going to go for a switchback at all? No, he stays behind. He's going to get the better exit on those medium tyres, try and go round the outside, but Bono has got the shorter line basically there, and Henson's got tucked right back into his slipstream again. Henson is going to have to stay behind going to spoon curve there. and we're now going to watch, going down to 130R, once again, will an overtake be performed here? We're going to only now have to watch and see, as our Henson is probably turning on the overtake button here. He's definitely turning on the overtake button, and he gets ahead of Bono. So Bono's podium position is now gone, unless he's going to try and fight it back. With that low ERS, we can see his light flashing, and on the steering wheel, there's no ERS left for him to play with. However, he is going to get DRS down here, so he is going to have a little bit more of a chance here, maybe. He goes a little bit wide onto the grass. He has a DRS. He turns on the overtake button. Is he going to go for a move into turn 1? Our Henson's going to try and maybe fight him. He goes to the right. Bono goes to the left. He can go right round the outside of him on those hard tyres. Our Henson is still there, and there's a bit of contact. However, our Henson still stays ahead, even with Bono getting on the marbles there, and also all that DRS he got. So he is now down in P4. Our Henson's up into P3 on those medium tyres. That could definitely last the end of the race. And now his goal here is to catch J-Horse on those harder tyres with those older amount of laps as well, and Jay Thompson as well on those, well, 6 lap older medium tyres, and he gets a massive snap there. You can tell that those are fading away fast, and J-Horse is only 6 tenths away now. Our Henson is catching up very rapidly to these guys. Already caught a few tenths already, and considering there's only, what, 7 laps to go already, there's still going to be quite a bit of fighting going towards the end of this race. As we now see his tyres wear out, J-Horse's tyres wear out, Jay Thompson's tyres wear out. Everyone's tyres are going to be feeling it by the end of this race. And I think more specifically Jay Thompson as well, on those medium tyres, he's going to take them 16 laps, and I think the most we saw was 15 by someone else. By Hafiz Rooney, I think, pretty sure it was. And looked like he was struggling really hard on those tyres, and no, I might actually be wrong there. Hafiz Rooney was on 12 hard, so I know it was someone, but yeah, might have. I don't know who it could have been now I think about it, but yeah, there's nearly a bit of contact there between Hazard and Bono. J-Horse and Jay Thompson are going to be fighting down the straight, I think, with DRS, but we're just going to watch these guys. They are a lot closer to each other. Hazard turning on the overtake button, has got much of him himself. Bono's trying to use his ERS as well, but it's not going to be any use. Hazard goes right around the outside into turn 1. That's going to be lovely there, but he's gone a bit too deep, tries to get back on the power desperately, but Bono gets back through, and Bono is still keeping a fight on these harder tyres. They've got the same age, but there's still some fight left in him, as we saw Illuminati there pick up another 3-second penalty. Hafiz Rooney as well, he's not too far behind him as well, so we just got to watch him too. Hazard does pick up that 3-second time penalty, he nearly completely loses it going into that corner right there, so he's still going to be very careful of what he does here, because even with those softer tyres, they're going to have to start falling off soon, just like Bono's on the hard tyres, so they both got to be careful now. I know they'll be fighting a lot, but Hazard just trying to desperately push past him, and it's just not working for him at the moment. So we're going to cut away from these guys at the moment. We look at Hafiz Rooney, because there is going to be no DRS for J-Horse and defence from Jay Thompson all the way up to the main straight. There's a lock up there from Lazy Illuminati, I think on the rear tyres, and Hafiz Rooney was trying to go around the outside and then swap to the inside, but nothing's going to come of that. However, he's got quite a bit of ERS to play with. And same with Illuminati there, he's on what, 100% I think that is, so yeah, it doesn't help with the lines though. I think it's Hafiz Rooney making a mistake, and also Lazy Illuminati went wide, but we're going to have to cut away from this, as the battle now for the lead is J-Horse and Jay Thompson. Jay Thompson goes to the defensive, but J-Horse is going to go right around the outside on those harder tyres and go up into the lead. So now, the question is, can Jay Thompson fight back at all going onto this lap, because all he's got to do now is maybe try and overtake and then just defend for his life. And if he can't do that, he'll have to try and settle for P2 or back down and go to R. Henson and try to defend from him. Hafiz Rooney was trying to get a move on Lazy Illuminati, but Illuminati's coming to the pits again. So, interesting strategy. He's going to go on to another set of mediums. And that promotes the 2 AIs up into P7, P8, but I'm not going to worry about that for the moment. Hazard there's really going against that curve. He's been trying to do it on Hafiz Rooney earlier on. He's going to do it now to Bono, but Bono is trying his best to defend on those hard tyres. Hazard's going to try and go right on the outside, maybe go for a bit of a switchback here. Bono cannot find any grip on those tyres, and Hazard's going to turn on the overtake button of what's left of it. As with Bono, Bono's got slightly more to play with. Hazard is doing his best, and he just can't find a way past him as of yet, so he's probably going to have to wait until the main straight to do anything else with him. And at the moment, these two look quite equal on those tyres and in terms of pace, so we're going to have to see now. Is he going to try and make any sort of move going to 130R? We're not going to look at the guys in the lead at the moment. So I don't think anyone's going to make a move there. No, not yet. So we're just going to look at Hazard. Is any move going to be made into the chicane? And we're going to have to quickly jump back to J-Horse if that's any case. Hazard is going to make a bit of contact, but there's not too much there. And Jay Thompson is going to go for the move on J-Horse. And Jay Thompson gets back ahead on 14 lap-old mediums. So he is pushing these tyres so hard at the moment. And he's got to hold on for 5 laps. He might be trying to do a bit of DRS chicken here. And Hazard is not able to get past Bono on the straight there. So he might have had a bit of a problem going into the last corner or on the exit. Bit of a screen freeze there was Bono lagged back there for a little bit as well, so at least there's no position changes from what I'm seeing from that screen freeze, so pretty happy with that. However, look at this now, Hazard, with that 3-second penalty, is desperate to try and get past Bono, try and get at least just a bit more pace in him. Bono goes defensive, Hazard tries to go a little bit from left to right there, and he can't do it. Hazard, this is one of his favourite overtaking spots from what I've been seeing, although he does try and back out. But this time, is he going to go for a centre? Is he going to go round the outside? And he's trying to keep it around the outside instead of going for a switchback here. Loses the car a little bit, so that is not going to help him going down the straight. And Bono is going to keep ahead somehow. And with this defence, Bono is doing really well. Jay Thompson is doing really well on those mediums. He's actually starting to pull away a tiny bit with J-Horse. However, those ERS levels are telling you everything you need to know here. J-Horse is going to go for the push on the last few laps. Jay Thompson has already had his push. So now we're going to have to see what is Jay Thompson going to do. He's going to lock up a little bit going into there. Hold on. Hazard and Bono are going to go side by side for a Rouge. Not a Rouge, sorry. Oh my god, 130R. Bono stays ahead. Hazard went really wide there, so there was no chance of an overtake. There's a bit of massive amounts of screen freezing, so I'm going to shoot someone's left. Jimmy Jaggs has left the session. That is just, yeah, that's really going to hurt every bit of everything there, and yeah, I think J-Horse got affected by that, as he's now 8 tenths behind us. Hazard is going to try and go around the outside of Bono, and his contact! Bono is round, and Hazard has gone wide. Hazard gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so that was after he went off the track there, and that one's going to be quite spicy, as we're going to see probably after the race there. We're going to try to see them cool down maybe, but I don't think they can after that. All Bono's got to do now is try and go within 6 seconds actually now of Hazard, because I think he's got 6 seconds. Yes, he does. So all he needs to do is just keep this gap, not spin at all, and he has got 4th place still. That's all he has to do now, and J-Horse is still there with Jay Thompson, and Jay Thompson is trying to recover a bit of his ERS. I can see through the helmet there. He's recovered a little bit, but not as much. He's using it down the straight. He really can't afford to do that, but he has to. Hard tyres pay off here at the end for J-Horse, yeah. It is actually looking like it, but Jay Thompson, I think, on those mediums is just showing you the wear that he's facing at the moment. There's a bit more of a lock-up for him on the front right there. That's going to be even worse from going into this. He's a little bit of a slide. J-Horse has almost affected that as well, but he's also got a bit of a slide of his own. Is he going to turn the ERS now? No, he's not. He's going to wait till the last 2 laps, or maybe even the last lap himself, to try and go for this move. Look at the speed he's catching, with Jay Thompson having no ERS to play with. It's absolutely mental. And Illuminati there has also got past... Oh, it's a bloody AI. But J-Horse has picked up a 3-second penalty. So we might actually see a winner other than J-Horse for once. Wow. So all Jay Thompson has to do is keep on the track, I'm pretty sure, and he's fine. I don't think he's got a single warning throughout this whole race, because for some of it was in AI. And yeah, this is looking like a great comeback from Jay Thompson. Gone to the mediums on lap 9, and at the moment is looking to be the one who's going to go for the win. And it doesn't even matter if J-Horse gets past him, he's not going to claw back those 3 seconds in only 2 laps. And J-Horse, I think he might know it. Like, even though he might try and get past him maybe, he's just not be able to claw back all that time. So now it's just the problem of, like, Jay Thompson and his skills on those medium tyres. Is he going to be able to hold onto those medium tyres to the end of the race? Will there be any sorts of punctures maybe? Will there be anything to do with just any tyre damage that could probably ruin his race? We don't know. Illuminati's going to get past him on the AIs there, so I'm not going to get baited that time as he got past OG Bread earlier. J-Horse is trying to go for a bit of a different exit there. Bono now gets a 3-second penalty, so he's now dropped off that P4 spot. And that is not going to be good for him, because he's now going to be down in P5 and possibly under threat from Roberts. The other flag sector 1 and 2, that looks like, I'm not too sure actually, that might have just been Merkage maybe? Not too sure, somebody else is really in sector 1 then. However, yeah, really sorry quite off that J-Horse J Thompson into turn 1, but we're just going to see now, yeah, J-Horse, even with all that ERS saved, he was going to try and go for a last lap attack, it looks like, but he's just not been able to do it with that 3-second penalty. J Thompson, has he accumulated any more warnings since we've last seen him? Only a few laps to go. No. He's keeping with the pressure on those medium tyres. God knows what the wear is on those tyres as well. He's going to have another lock-up going in there. Looks like a double lock-up there, at least from what I saw. But however, that's another thing there. Roberts also gets a penalty, and they're going both very wide over there. They've got to be very careful now as they go on the tyre marks and also more the grass they've got to suffer with. And I've just got to put into perspective here. Hazard on 15 lap-old mediums is nowhere near catching anyone at the moment. He's pulling away from Bono, but he is just in absolute no man's land. It's amazing how Jay Thompson is doing this on these medium tyres, and he's going to have to take them one more lap on the Suzuka circuit. He might let J-Horse go here, but no, he's not going to do anything. He's going to have a tiny lock-up on that right front. And we're just going to see here now, it looks like it could be an overtake here for J-Horse, and he's probably going to do it. Turn on the ERS, definitely turn on the overtake. Jay Thompson goes offensive. He's powerless to anything he's going to do. He's going to tuck it behind. J-Horse take the lead, but however, Jay Thompson is the one who is leading at the moment for the end of the race. And all Jay Thompson has to do is just not drop that 3 seconds to J-Horse, and he is going to win the race. Unless J-Horse has got a very unfair warning, then he is going to finish P2, and Jay Thompson is going to take the win for the first pre-season race and the first race for ARL. So, at the moment, I don't think there's going to be any more fighting. I think Bono is probably the closest one I'm probably going to see now, because Jay Thompson's going to drop off a little bit. Bono does go wide there, and with that 3-second penalty, and Roberts having 6 seconds, it still probably won't matter to the end order, unless Bono's got another 2 warnings, and he might be one off the penalty. However, we're just going to have a look, as Roberts here, these have been trying to fight the last couple of laps here. Roberts has got quite a nice exit, but he's not going to do anything here. They've both got very low ERS levels as well, and Roberts is keeping it on through here. He's going to really try and... He might have just forgotten about it, but that is perfect from Roberts. He's managed to just... Well, I don't even know. He's just found the gap perfectly. And while it's not going to matter to his end result, he's still going to finish P6 unless Bono gets another warning. That was a lovely move from him on those medium tyres, and they're both just scrambling for any other space in the track. But that's not going to matter now, as J-Horse is going to come across the line for the on-track win, but it's going to be Jay Thompson who takes the win. J-Horse takes the fastest lap, but Jay Thompson wins the first race in ARL and the first pre-season race before the season starts. Henson's going to come across the line in P3 and also crashes for good measure. Hazard is going to come across the line in P4. He's going to stay there as well. And yeah, we see no one's going to crash into Henson's car, hopefully. As that's going to be a bit of a mess. Roberts might have actually been able to pull off that gap and go P5, but he's not going to be able to do it. Bono picks up P5 by how much, I do not know. 8/10. Hafiz Rooney's going to come across the line in P7. Pretty nice job from him, considering he was on those hard tyres for a lot of laps, as with J-Horse. And yeah, we're going to now see a few more drivers cross the line. We're not really going to bother with the AIs, I think, for the moment. I think Merck is just coming around with a broken front wing, so not too sure how that's happened, but he might have been driving the last few laps with that broken front wing. Illuminati's going to come across the line in what I think is going to be P9. We get some run faster penalty, so that might be P10 for him. Maybe even P11, I don't know, but we're going to see here. This is the AI of Walling crossing the line. And OVG Bread as well. Wallen is P8, even though he didn't even do anything. But yeah, OVG Bread is going to come across the line in P10, and Merck is going to round off the grid in P11. I got a trophy as well. Brilliant. Okay. Wow. So, what I've learned from that race is that, yeah, Wallen gets driver of the day, he wasn't even there. As it turns out, even if you do get disconnected, yeah, you can tell it's just going to be possible to go back into the win here. We saw Jay Thompson get disconnected earlier on. I think he was last at one point, or maybe even P10, and he's managed to claw his way back with a very audacious soft-medium strategy, and he takes the win. J-Horse in P2, only doing a one-stop onto medium-hard, and that's a nice strategy from him. Henson P3 after doing 2 stops from medium, soft, medium. He was quite close to the win, or at least getting P2, trying to challenge J-Horse, but those two I think just had too much pace for now. And once again, J-Horse picked up the fastest lap, so that's a very nice podium there for those three. Hazard in P4, I think just didn't have the pace to match R. Henson in that final stint where he had boxed. Yeah, Hazard put on 2 sets of medium tyres, and I think he put them on a bit earlier than R. Henson, so he couldn't really do anything else with that. Bono in P5, he took a very valiant effort with Bono and Hazard. But yeah, those two had a very nice fight. Roberts in P6, pretty nice from him. Hafiz Rooney P10 to P7, quite nice as well from him. Wallen, AI, Illuminati P8 to P9, however, it's still quite nice considering he had a 14-second penalty. Overdue Bread in P10 after disconnecting. Merkage in P11, and Jimmy Jags the L1 and Rido G in P12, P13, and P14 respectively after all DNFing. So there we go. I really hope that's been a fun race for everyone that watched, even though it might have just been, everyone on the server. I doubt that many people are actually going to be watching from different servers besides you, Tommy. But yeah, that has been the first stream for ARL, and well, it's been quite an interesting race. And next week will be the start of the first season of this game, and it's going to be around Bahrain on the 10th of July. So same time as well, 8 PM. If you're all here, that'd be really great to see. And yeah, that is it. So very happy with the first race and how it's gone, and thank you for watching. See you later.